Hi. Well, I just ended up doing a Divine Gems reading. And I think it's time for a twin flame reading at 11 seconds there on the clock. So it's time to do a twin flame reading, and quite curious because it's definitely in the air. Let's see what's going on here, Jehovah. Jehovah, I just ask that you come on in and just do your thing. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, for extending this abundant gift of insight and just this unconditional love that even when I didn't know you were teaching me it, you taught me it. Let's see here. All right, we're getting good day, guys. Thank you, Jehovah. All right, protect my energy and yours. And let's see what's going on here. Wow, the Magician's already trying to pop out, you guys. They did not want me to go back into the deck here. All right. I'm feeling a little bit exhausted. All right, Jehovah. What is going on with our twin flames? What's going on with the twin flame game? What's going on, Jehovah? My goodness, the universe is the first card to pop out. So, overall energy for twin flames is that their worlds are being set straight, which, no joke, Jehovah. So 2:11 right there on the clock. So this is the end of it all. This is the end to the whole entire tarot deck. This is the card before the Fool comes into play and starts the whole entire circle over. You know, the zero, the ultimate I, the continuation, you know. And so here you go, and you have the World card, and everything is balanced on all four corners. Everything is balanced in and out. You know, all of the balance is there in every single spectrum. You know, this is also that the spiritual completion. So your ascension is completely over, like I said, because something has ended it, which is the world. It's the cross. It's the Tav here. So Jehovah's just been, yep, you've accepted that challenge, and now you're on to the next, right? Sorry, y'all. I'm going to have a lot of itchy eye today, so just forgive me. All right, so overall energy here is the universe. That's great. Let's see what else is here. You know, it also comes back to me for, like, when we were talking about healing and chakra work and all of that, the world is kind of just like your values and everything that falls into play there with your morals and your ethics, but also it's like the integrity card for me. Like, your integrity's there and it's in the upright. You've been through some shit and now you learned from it, and now you're going to go on your way to do the next thing, right? So we've got 4 cards here. Whoa. Sheesh. So the first card, you guys, this is so twin flame, it's not even funny. My goodness. So Queen of Swords here, she's in the positive. That's great. She's got the mental strategy on. She's very, very smart. She's very, you know, she's like 3 steps ahead. That's what I like to say as swords. They're just 3 steps ahead on it because they're great manipulators, whether it's positive manipulation, give me a minute, or negative manipulation. And when they positive manipulate it, to me, that's more of like, well, I'm going to do this and this and this because I know that this is going to happen. Or I'm going to have this and this and this in my backup because this may happen. You know, it's just always having the way of like a mental backup plan. And that's really where they come down to it for me. And this also is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So then our next card here tells me that this Queen of Swords has mental illness, and she's in this mental cruelty state, or excuse me, she was. Thank you, Jehovah. Now this is in the upright. This is the victory, right? So this Queen of Swords is leaving this mental illness behind because this is in the negative and she is also in the 444. She's also in the positive now. If this one was like this and this one was like this, but this is what she's leaving. This is what she's walking away from. So then there was a Three of Cups situation with this King of Wands in the negative, and that's the energy that she's walking away from that led her in this mental illness, because she was never the cup of his. And King of Wands, this is just a wicked man. When he's in the upright, he's very, very passionate. He's pretty just, you know, there's not really any much faithfulness there. There can be, but it's also just, there's very much manipulation passionately, and it's physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. So when they're in the upright, it's just okay. He's kind of learning from his ways. He's kind of leaving this exit, because the next step to go is the next part of the journey. Well, when they're in the negative, there's no holiness there. This is a wicked man. This is a evildoer. This is a predator. This is just fueled by everything, flush state, and that is it. 555. And he was in the negative. So this Queen of Swords is walking away because she's got mental illness. Actually, excuse me, because this was like this. She ended this. She snapped out of it, really. She's walking away from it within her soul because of this third-party situation, which is very emotional, you guys. This is water. This is cups. You know, and look at the moon right there. It's a full moon, and you know how what full moons do to us crazies. And because of this King of Wands in the negative here, the only thing that's missing is earth. Grounding, time, patience, money, worth. There's none of that here. So let's see. Yep, look at you though. There it is. There's this earth here. So good job on you, Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, possibly, but you don't have to be. Definitely an air sign. It's heavy on the air is why I say that, because her sword makes one more and you're walking away from 9. So you have this fresh new start because of this past that you're looking at, and that's why you're going to have this internal success at your wealth, for whether it's internal, external, 3D, or 5D. And I'm very, very proud of you, Queen of Swords, because this is some hard shit. 7-11. Twin Flames is very, very hard here. Let's see. Let's do this one here. Jehovah. I like the success card. Oops. I like the success card. But I kind of want to see what's next. Like, maybe what's hidden. Maybe what's coming for this Queen of Swords. Is this King of Wands going to come back? Is he going to try and start shit because he's got the snake energy around him? Let's see. But I'm very, very proud because they're really just looking in, and they realize their self-worth, which is exactly what this Six of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, you guys. Six of Pentacles, you know, I tell you it's time, money, materialistic things, but I also use it as worth, and that's really what this is, because she found herself. Or even if it's you, divine masculine, and your feminine energy, it's still accepted here. But look at, there's no more sorrow over the Three of Swords, which is a third-party situation. 8-11. And then look at this one here too. 6 of Cups, too many cups. This is I'm dabbling in too many cups. Oh my gosh, with this younger air sign that is coming back up again, you guys. Oh, and this King of Wands is going to be facing judgment. Yippity yip. Boom, boom, boom. That Princess of Swords, man. She was also in, this was the mutable cardinal. Oh. No. I lied. This was in the air, water, earth, and fire recently. So what's hidden in that one too? So you guys, that makes sense that this one is coming back up here. So nice, Jehovah. Thank you for having my back again. So Jehovah, yeah, let's see what the outcome is here. I mean, there's definitely a victory here with the Queen of Swords energy itself, and that's going within, and that's great, and she has a spiritual victory that way. But is there going to be a victory with walking away from this twin flame, this King of Wands? And it's definitely twin flame, because it wouldn't have come out Wands if it wasn't. Wands is always twin flame. It always is for me, and that's how I'm going to play it, because it's the most passionate thing, because that's what's fueling your twin flame, because it's meant to be emotional, so it rips you open for you to heal, and that's why your job duty comes into play. And then your shadow work turns into light work, and hello, here we are. So, Jehovah, yes, outcome. Okay, I want to do outcome, and I kind of want to see what's, maybe some more info on this King of Wands here. Like, this Queen of Swords, I really feel like you're going to have to really protect yourself because you have so many swords here. And another thing that I like to say about swords is I'm really big at looking in the mirror and accepting yourself for what you are and healing it. You know, it's okay to be stuck in that for just a little bit, but not too long, because that's where this depression, all of the self-harm tendencies comes into play, 10, 11. And I don't want that for you, sweetheart. So what I say about swords, though, is like, look at all of this. If you are just in your head about this, right? But every single time you look at a sword, it's like a mirror. And so you have that facing back at you. So now this 9 is 18 swords. And how heavy do you think that that feels? So just remember that this is how you are reflecting within. And then you're also reflecting without. As within, so without. As above, so below. Pretty little bird. My goodness. You guys, the things that go through my head, I just, you know, I say it because you never know, as long as it resonates with someone, right? Let's see. What else here? Let's get some outcome here. At least the outcome. You said outcome. So what's going on here? Is this the outcome for the King of Wands? Outcome for the Queen of Swords? Just tell it all to me. Okay, so what's this card here, you guys? Oh, 11:11 right there on the clock. Okay. So whatever this card is 11:11. Let's see. Oh my goodness. So, this King of Wands is never going to stop being the fox. And he's been being a fox this whole week, hasn't he? Acting a fox, dang it. This King of Wands, man. Stupid ass fox. Blech. Gosh, I just, you know, man, it is not fun to play with someone. It is not fun to play with someone emotionally, to therefore play with them mentally, just so you can get your fox off and have a little fun. It is not cool. It is not cool. And you know how destructive this is to someone? Seriously, King of Wands here in the negative. Do you know how destructive this is? Do you know how many people have committed suicide over things like this? And that's okay, because you got a bigger spiritual consequence for you, my friend. So that also, you know, yeah, I'm just going to leave that card there because that's where I set it, and 12:22 on the clock. So, yeah, well, what else? What else is here for this outcome? This outcome is telling me right here, this is double negative on this King of Wands energy. He's never going to change. I felt that. He's never going to change. And this Queen of Swords is in the upright, and the overall card was the World here. So there's an ending. There's a complete ending, you know. At the same time, it's just the integrity, and someone's blossomed enough to move on and do the next thing. So this Queen of Swords is in the positive, getting this positive ending. But this King of Wands is getting this ending too, and he ain't going to have really good spiritual consequences, and that's what I'm saying. Let's see, Jehovah, what else here? What else here? Thank you so much. You guys are not going to believe this damn card. Are you ready? Are you ready for this card right now? Like, you don't even realize how ready you are for this card. You guys, this child at 1333, it's done, it's over with. This King of Wands definitely has a child. Definitely has a child. I cannot deny it anymore. It's in a twin flame relationship. Oh, gosh. Also, you know, I'm looking at this and I just want to, it's going through my spirit. So once again, we have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have water, Cancer, Pisces, and we have fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. The only earth that we had was in the Queen's Victory. So I'm not even going to say that that's whoever else. Wow. Jehovah. Yeah. Dreams, magic, mysticism. That you don't see coming, possibly. What else, Jehovah? Oh, Queen of Swords. Okay. So what's the outcome for the Queen of Swords here then? Okay. Whoa. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. We'll be back right after these messages. Jehovah. Thank you. Okay. All right, what else then? What else, Jehovah? What else, Jehovah? What else, Jehovah? Oh my goodness. You guys, something big is coming. Oh, okay. So far, you guys, we have the negative, the positive woman and her negative energy that also came out with the frustrating maze energy in the negative. So we have two negative cards here. However, Jehovah's telling me that there's a couple different options here because this Queen of Swords is in her positive and her final destination that just happened here. Thank you, Jehovah. There it is. Oh my goodness, you guys. Whew. So before we look at all of these right here. Oh gosh. Oh, you guys, that was a lot of energy build up. So this is the card that came out here. And then we also have, so that was the 29. So that's the 11. That's the whip and the negative. And then you have the 43 here. And this is the frustrating maze energy, right? This is the one where there's frustrating energy that's here. You know, confusion just is never ending because it's a maze. And you don't want to get farther away from yourself, but you also don't want to get farther away from your person. Because the snake is around and he just wants to whip you down into the basket, right? So that came out in the negative, while the Taurus card, the Taurus lady, came out in the negative. This hidden child is also the Libra card, so I just want to let you guys know that. So as these came out in the negative here, Jehovah saw me a couple different things. This Queen of Swords is in her upright, and she's going to be a positive woman in the negative energy, forever having frustrating energy with this twin flame now, which is double dead, really, with this Judgment card here, the universe at the end here, because of this hidden child and his shitty ass consequences or, you know, karma choices. However, I also get this where this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, obviously this other woman in the Three of Cups here, who's under the age of 25 possibly, also will be a positive woman in her negative energy towards this person, because I don't think that this younger woman in the Third of Cups knew. I don't think anyone knows this King of Wands intentions at all. I don't even think he understands, really, he or she, you know. It would come out Queen of Wands if that's what it was, but it didn't. So let's see what this big buildup was about, you guys. That first card came out separately, and then the 3 came out after. So that's how we're going to read them, okay? So this first card here, oh my goodness, yep. Okay, so I'll just read both because I don't quite know how I had picked it up, but Jehovah's telling me this isn't right, so I've got to do this way. It's just, Jehovah, when I do this, can you repeat for me? Okay, so when I put it this way, Jehovah, can you repeat for me that's positive? One more time. So it's different tones that I get. The negative one more time, Jehovah, please. And the positive. Yeah, so it's definitely positive. So this just flew out by itself here. So both of this women, the Princess of the Swords, Queen of Swords, the feminine energy, even in the divine masculine, you guys just flip it how it works. I'm practicing on getting better at that, but it's very hard for me when I'm feeling this energy and it's princess and queen, and it's just double confirming that I feel that feminine energy. I'm resonating with it. This King of Wands, I don't resonate with him like a woman, this masculine energy over here. I'm resonating with this. So that's why I say he or she. I just feel like I'm just going to continue it because that's really what's going on here. And what's really going on here is that both of these feminine energies here, these divine feminines, even though they were screwed over by this King of Wands, really need to ground themselves. This card is also like, oh, you've been on a long sea trip and you finally found land and you can't wait to drop anchor. It's your final goal in life, you know. But that's not what I'm picking up here. I'm picking up that they need double grounding here really well. This is also the Capricorn card. So it goes back and play with the Tower and that he who shall not be named energy. All right, y'all. So 20 minutes right there. Let's see what this big buildup was about, because that was probably one of the biggest buildups I've had yet. So let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys, this fish card, this fishy fish card. So the fish card right here, it came up in the positive. So that's great. So this card, you know me, I love my duplicity in every single stance, especially in my cards here. So this card here, when it's in the positive, which is still 3.4, 3 plus 4 is 7. So there's still snake energy around this, because it just depends on the intention of the manifesting that's going on. This is when you manifest, the power of manifestation. When you manifest in the positive, you will teach a man to fish and he will forever eat. But then when you have manifestation in the negative, you got to be careful what you fish for, pretty much, right? So this is the first card that came out. So something was going on when it was like this in, let me see, because I'm going to do it the same way. Okay, so we're back now to the fish being in the positive. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so here comes that letter, you guys. This letter has been chasing this energy around too. And then here comes the clouded card, the clouded ego judgment. Oh, abundantly too. Oh man, you guys. So this is your warning pretty much. This is not the outcome. I mean, this is the outcome for sure. This is, it's just not the ending. It's just the next thing in this twin flame journey. Is that I feel like it's going to be, it's hard because, actually it's not hard. I'm just going to go with my intuition. The fact that the fish card came out in the positive and so did the letter, it's going to be positive communication. I feel like it's going to be the truth. I feel like this Princess of Swords will either contact this Queen of Swords, or this King of Wands will be contacting the Queen of Swords, which she's the one that came out with the Nine of Swords and the Three of Cups. They all came out together. So the Princess of Swords, she was just a piece of the cherry pie on the side, right? 22 right there on the clock. So this King of Wands in the negative is still going to be sending the truth. He wants to, I feel like, okay, there's two sides of the story here. Let's go back to this. This air energy, this really makes me feel like maybe this King of Wands here was found out by the Queen of Swords and the Princess of Swords together. And I'll tell you why, because they are both air. There's all of this air here, you guys. Look right here. Air, 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 air. This card here is Gemini, which is also air. So you've got quadruple quick communication coming in, really, you know, that's just really what it is. Just fast. And then revelations come into play, right? So you guys have all of this air here on top of this abundant air card. So it's just really going to stormy cloud your judgment here, because you don't see it coming, but it's the truth. It's going to cause some of this stormy weather down here on the bottom, but then you're still going to see God's light and follow it and be able to proceed as with this victory, hopefully, that there's a judgment here, and I see this one, but it's still, you're going to have success with finding your self-worth, this Queen of Swords here, but there's still not quite a victory card. There's just judgment. The victory card only is this. However, I don't count this as a victory card. It's just an ending. It's just the ending. So we need to get to the victory. We pretty much have figured out what's going on here. There's a lot of just frustrated energy with this King of Wands who's never going to change his shit. And I pray to God for his child. And I pray to God that he wakes up for his child, because this is not fair. This is not fair for the child. And it just makes me really sad. All right. So I think we're done with that buildup now. So let's see what's on the bottom, you guys. Oh my gosh. Yes. Wow. So we have so much news here, so much communication, so much truth being told in the serious and the very emotional stance, because y'all know that when the birds come out, I've got two, the duplicity, right? So before we look at the next one under there, This is the negative card to the birds here. And when this card comes out, it is more so for serious emotional news because it's fueled by the moon there, you see. When the other birds come out, it's the lighthearted chitty chatter gossip, you know, tweet, 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 and it's fueled by the sun because the sun is in it. But this right here has the moon and all of that. So then I'm picking up on two things still. I still feel like there's going to be clouded judgment no matter what communication comes in, because it's going to be a lot of information at truth. It's going to be the truth. This is pretty much what this is telling me right here. You're going to find out the truth and it's really going to hurt. And you want to know the truth, which is why you have to be careful what you fish for. But once you have the truth, you're going to be able to see the whole truth for what it is, end it, and move on, right? So this is telling me, yeah, we have all of this here. So let's see what else, because this is what you didn't see coming with this, was this serious news, right? So we're going to go back to this here. What else is here? Yep, this isn't going to go any forward. You're not going to have, there's not going to be any luck in this twin flame situation at all until this King of Wands changes his intention, which he never will. He never will. As far as down as he is, he never will. But I also have hope for him. However, his hope would have been like this. Not like this. It would have been like this. Not like this. What else is here? Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys. Told you. I told you he wasn't ever going to change. Yep, because he likes all of his options open. Yep. There's that mountain coming back in the way. Thank you, Jehovah. There's the victory card. So yes, he will never change. This King of Wands, divine masculine, that is just so stuck in his ways of this foxy attitude, his Three of Cups, you know, this trial that's definitely here. And there's going to be victory for the Queen of Swords, who's standing in her up right now, who's walking away from this mental illness because she figured out the truth. I do still really feel like the two women found each other out and they talked and they went to this King of Wands, ripped him open about this new baby. And that's why there's just so much communication here, because the King of Wands also found out the truth. And that's really what's going on here. Wow, Jehovah, because there is so much abundant communication. Thank you. Okay, so 6 here, Jehovah is saying, which turns into 7. So there was abundant news of the truth, which is right here. You know, this is the Leo card also. This is the Sun. It's the most positive card in any deck, so it's an automatic victory. And back in Hebrew, it goes back to the Resh, the head of something. You know, Jehovah's our boss. He's the chief of all chiefs, and he runs our government. If the sun don't run, then we're not going to run, right? So, wow, I kind of just want to see what, oh, yep, there's the loyalty. Well, thank you, Jehovah. Jehovah's like, yeah, see it, who cares? I already said it was going to be a positive. So that loyalty is going to come back into play for this Queen of Swords here. And Jehovah herself, because she's waking up to this whole thing. That's where I'm getting it. Yep, she won't have to take a deeper look anymore, because she'll be able to take a look inside of herself with God's victory right there. You twin flames. Yep, twin flames ain't going anywhere. Wow, you guys. All right, so let's do some guidance here, because we've got a couple minutes left. And there's just been a lot of energy today in the air that's turning around all of this. And I just did the Divine Gems reading. And someone who had heavy Aries in their chart, or just heavy Aries, doesn't have to be though, literally was saved from Jehovah today. I really feel like that's what happened. So now that I'm seeing this, I feel like all of this truth was taken into play, and Jehovah is seriously waking people up. So let's give him a little extra guidance, Jehovah, because we always need guidance. We always need peace, love, comfort, and joy. We seriously do, and we get it from you, Jehovah. We get it from you, Yeshua. You are our salvation. And without you, we don't have Jehovah. And Jehovah, without you, we don't have Yeshua. And we won't be able to keep this whole thing going. And we need both of you. Seriously. All right. Just about ready here, you guys. Man, this hidden child. Can't believe it's still coming back into play here. Man, I bet this King of Wands is really in his regret mode. He fucked up with the Queen of Swords here because he wanted to have an extra cup. An extra cup costed you, buddy. Costed you at least 18 years of child support. I'll tell you that much. All right, you guys, I've got a card here that just, I keep seeing it. And I'm going to laugh if it comes out, but it's the workaholic card. I keep seeing the workaholic card. And I'm not seeing it now, but I've seen it 2-3 times now when I've done that. So, wow. Jehovah. We'll see. That workaholic card's been starting to come out because people are starting to wake up and really work on themselves. And it also reflects blue, which is your throat chakra, which is the truth. You just gotta accept the truth and say it and rip it off, right? All right, Jehovah. Let's do some last minute guidance here, and then we will be all ready to go. All right. All right, Jehovah. So however many cards you just want to spit out here. Whatever, Father. You know what's best. I don't argue with you. And you're making my eye itch really bad right now. Oh, you guys, I cannot wait for my skin to finish healing. But I was talking to a dear friend of mine today, and we both agreed that he's just healing me. He's curing me from the inside out. So I just need to let him cure me. 3111. And that's what he's doing. All right, Jehovah, what else is going on here? Let's do this guidance here. Let's do this guidance here. Let's do this guidance for Queen of Swords, this Princess of Swords. Oh, Queen of Swords is the victim. Wow, this Queen of Swords, she's, you know, it's in the positive. So I feel like with this whole truth coming to play, she understands that she was a victim of this. She feels like she was a victim in her heart space because she's looking back at all the reflection of the swords that she put herself through. And when this happens, you guys, this is reflecting in your heart space here. And look at he who shall not be named is the big D word up there. And what happens is that you have allowed yourself to absorb other people's victimizations, their victim mentality, their victim's way of life. Now you've taken it on. You don't think that you have, but like, oh, my heart hurts so bad, I'm a victim and this and yada, yada, yada. Or you just, you know, are afraid to admit it, the truth to yourself. However, that's exactly what's going on. So when you have this victim mentality, then you're just feeling sorry for yourself and you're stuck in your flesh state, which is self-harm tendencies. So once you open up this truth, if you have not gotten there yet, this will come into play where like, I'm a victim to my own self. And that's pretty hard to accept, but it's true. All right. Jehovah, was there anything else? Was that it? Let's see. He says there's more. So, Jehovah, what other guidance should we do? Should we share? Thank you, Jehovah, for backing me up again. 3311. So you guys, I was just telling you about this card. So once the truth is set free and you're able to sit there and tell yourself the truth, like, yeah, you're going to be working on your self-worth a lot, which is right here. You're going to be sitting there and going in, really working on the issues at hand, accepting what's gotten you here, loving yourself for what it is, and recovering through yourself here. Because when all of this shit happens, you know, when there's an addict, and they're walking away from, you know, drugs, alcohol, food, my weird addictions that you'd see on TLC or whatever that show was, you know, any of that. They're going to need a recovery process. So how is it any different walking away from yourself? So then it also came out here with the service card and release. Yes, oh my gosh, you guys, this has been coming up too here. So this card here, this is your sacral chakra, and this is your energies of emotion. So how you feel, your sexual energies are also here. And what Jehovah's been telling you is that you haven't really accepted the truth of who you are, and the fact that you've been doing so much for everybody else, or you have been expected to do so much for everybody else, that you've forgotten that your world is yours and not theirs, and you are disservicing yourself. And it's time to just leave everything else behind right now and focus on you and be able to put this feeling back into yourself here, because your heart space is shut off completely and there's no acceleration from there to be able to work on yourself if you're not going to allow yourself to really accept the truth and put your own flame under your butt to get yourself going. So then the bottom of the deck here. No, the workaholic card came out. I thought we had one more card. Oh, and we did. It's right here. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Jehovah. So, okay. This is the crown chakra card. And you guys, I'm sure you're really tired of hearing this card by now if you've been following along, but this is the energy in the air. And I told y'all there's going to be big releases. And exactly what this is that, you know, this is your chakra garden on the inside. This is your soul waiting for Jehovah to come in and swoop in and rescue you, because you're so in this stormy weather. Here's wound after wound after wound in this graveyard of regret. And you're sitting here in the weather and the crying and the emotional turmoil. And you're just like, okay, I know something's going to happen and I just don't want it to. And I'm not ready. And I'm not ready to face the truth, but it's going to come off like an explosion. And then poof, the truth releases and Jehovah saves your butt. Yep. You guys just need to, it's really, really important that you understand the difference between flesh and spirit. And spirit is only the one that's going to take you further than your 3D state. You know, we all know that we have consequences, heaven or hell at the end of this, but how many of us have really taken it for serious? How many of us have really taken it into consideration? How many of us really understand that if it's not the positive negative, 3611, if it's not the positive energy, it's automatically the negative energy. Okay, so that is what really needs to happen here. Let's see the one last card. Yep. Yeah, you're not going to be able to persevere at how you emotionally feel until you accept them, my friend. And that's exactly what this is you need to go in, trust your inner child, trust your gut, and understand that, yep, this is how I feel about it. Even if you're not happy about it, even if you don't want to feel that way, you just need to be truthful with yourself. So then this can go into the positive with your other sacral chakra card here, and then activate into your solar plexus, which is your third chakra here before you hit your heart space. And what this is that this is the same energy as the sun, and it's going to waken your ass up this way. And then, you know, this is all you're ever going to know. And this is the most important thing. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. I hope this has helped. And you are worth more than letting someone else take your heart space. Love you. Wounds into light.